Hey, welcome.
Thank you. So I got checks in it.
Howdy.
A beef stick, the original, at least that's what it says, and a tiny Slim Jim, like the snacky 15-cent kind. So you guys might have a hangry DM. Ooh, how y'all been?
Pretty good.
Very nice.
Oof.
I've been all right.
Well, that's all right. Yeah, I'm gonna judge you.
Feels like we're entering back into a heat wave or something.
Dude, it's been pain in the ass. I'm telling you, I've been hot. And actually, we're not saying that. It's not actually, but there's a problem. You just stopped reminding me of an issue I have. I got paper for it. Hey, so I think it's just Eric, really. That was interested in the testing. Have you taken your time to look at anything yet? Violence, that's usually a negatory.
What happened?
Have you looked at any of the dragon chesting I've announced that yet?
Only a little bit of it so far.
What was the dragon chest?
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Did you also go into it too? I don't remember who I actually gave
I
it.
have not. I didn't know nothing about it. I've been busy working.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's very thought out, Eric. I just need to play it more to validate it.
Okay. I'll look at it here in a minute.
So, we're gonna have one dude 20 minutes late. I feel like we're missing one other person though. Who is it? Am I crazy?
Yeah, you are. No. Sorry.
Meliodas?
Yes, we are missing someone. Yeah, Meliodas.
Beyond him, it's just you guys? No, because there's 5 of you.
I think Tyler was running late, and then Meliodas just never responded.
Yeah, Melios is gonna be 20 minutes late because he told me already. Tyler is
And Big G.
Big G, yeah.
Big G.
You know what? He actually messaged me a couple days ago. Hold up. Right here. I'll be late for 30 minutes. Oh, they'll both be late 30 minutes. Perfect. So it's gonna be me beating you guys up. I love it. I don't think you guys are ready for what's about to happen. Okay, cool.
I am
No
not.
problem. I'm just chewing on a couple of these check mix. If you guys want to game plan something, you pissed off the Kobolds after saying you were going to join the Kobolds, and then nobody joined the Kobolds, and then everyone fought the Kobolds. And here we are.
Who hit them first? Oh yeah, it was Big G.
Big G. I was going to talk to him because I jumped down, and he thought that meant attack time, and he started brawling people.
He said he didn't int roll and he rolled bad.
It was a rough time, but a good start. You know, sometimes fires just happen.
Rest in peace, Kobolds, who probably would have been a good ally.
So, what we'll do is we'll pick up.
Question.
Yeah.
Did I take any damage during that? Because I fell asleep right after the attack happened.
Well, how much health do you remember having?
Yes. You definitely did.
Yeah, you're at 47 right now.
I'm at 66 right now, according to D&D Beyond.
So then get yourself to 47. There were a handful of attacks on you. You're still surrounded, to my understanding. Wait. Well, let me make sure. There's a good chance that Big G killed them all. Oh no, there's still 2 right there on both sides, but now Big G's next to you because Big G killed 2 on their own.
Big G is ultra violent.
So's the DM if I can't get into the Slim Jim, guys.
Uh-oh.
Well, we'll wait on that and we'll see how angry it makes me. The 2 Kobold sisters are already dead. We got Armurgo. He's like,
you said 46 again? Sorry, I'm trying to do math.
47. Let me see.
47.
47. 47.
Okay.
Amergo throws food in his mouth. Oh, so it seems you're on our side now. Get rid of these kobolds. It looks as if your friends on the outer gate are already doing their job quite well. He is going. Let's see, does he have a range attack? Yeah, why not? He'll have a crossbow. This one. Soup. With ease and precision, he hits the kobold. Oh, taking minimum damage for 3 points. Just grazed him. Rascal.
I think I changed my sheet fully. If you ever want to change it.
You mean import it?
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
have no idea how long that takes though.
It takes a second, so let's risk everything for the biscuit guys. He announced it. Let's see. It's the same
Is
link, though,
there
right?
a kobold near me that isn't damaged?
I have to look. 1 sec.
Yeah, it should be the same link.
Yeah, it looks like it's working. I was just verifying. Okay, everything's updated but the picture. I guess you haven't changed that yet.
I did change it. It really didn't update?
That didn't,
Damn.
but I can change it.
It shows as the sort of boar guy on my D&D Beyond.
Super weird.
Oh well.
I got it though. Okay, so for you, sir, is there a kobold within range that has not been hurt? The answer is yes. The one north of you has been unharmed. The one south of you has been harmed.
Okay, which one is closer?
Both of them are exactly 5 feet above and 5 feet below.
Which one with full health is that one above or below me?
Above, north of you.
Above. Would I know if they're in the line of sight of anybody else?
I mean, you mean your allies or yourself?
My allies and
Oh yeah,
myself.
Big G's right next to you.
Okay, I'm going to climb up to that kobold, and would I climb up behind him or like once I get up there, be like
Oh,
right
he's
in
right
front of
next to
him?
you, like right next to you, right next to you, like
Oh,
standing
okay.
adjacent to you.
I'll grapple him or attempt to grapple him, not in a hurtful way, but like kind of wrap my arms around him and turn my back to my allies. And then
It'd be
tell the kobold to calm
unnecessarily
down.
mean to all these kobolds, and you wish to be unarmed and kind to them now. Understood. As you go to show such kindness, they go. They are going to contest you. As they contest you, I need you to give me either athletics or acrobatics, depending on how you're exactly trying to go about this.
Okay.
You can call that out for me.
A 14.
15. They win by a point as they slip out. What of me? Anything else you intend or wish to do?
Fine. Let me check.
Cigar, you should be operational.
Yeah, it looks like it. Thank you.
Would that count as an action or?
That's your action.
Okay. I'll disengage and take 15 steps away from him.
Does that
And
hold on? You have one south of you directly. So would that allow you to avoid both of their attacks, or just the one you attacked?
okay, I'll disengage in a direction that's not into another enemy.
Oh, got it. You just disengaged in general. I apologize. That's what I was trying to
Yeah.
clarify. Perfect. And you move 15 feet back. So got it. Move you away. Do-do-do-do. Cool.
Cool.
Big G is gonna roll D100. Rolly, roll it for me.
Boom. Oh man, how come I don't roll like this for myself?
He gets to
Come
attack.
on.
Big G. Big G punch. Big G greatsword instead. Big G greatswords.
Ooh, that was almost a 19.
Big G pull arm spring. Oh. See if he gets multi attack real quick.
I think so.
You know, it's better for me to say I missed it and say I didn't get to do it than for you to tell me that I'm wrong and you be correct. So let's just keep those. I think so. It swings again.
Okay.
And this one.
Oh.
It's okay, guys. You know, I'm just playing with my own toys. He's like, dude, I slashed this one. And he does some damage. Nice. Max and minimum all across the board for 12. He bonus action. Nope, nothing. Just rawr. He's like, "Rawr." We got Phineas. Phineas is also missing. So let's have Eric roll a D100.
All right.
Very nice.
Ooh.
I know, right? I got lucky.
I know, we never roll good for ourselves.
Well, y'all lads, I have to say that if I don't help, then I just absolutely feel like an awful wreck to you all. So I'll just be a wee bit of assistance here. And just give me a second to decide. I didn't realize he's a warlock. Or an artificer. Sorry, I don't know how artificers work. Whoops, I did not mean to do that.
Whoa.
Guess what? We're doing it now.
Oh no.
One creature of your choice. Okay. We'll do this one that's in 10 feet away.
Towards you.
So the one directly to its east is going to do a saving throw. What's happening? And he resists it as Phineas is like, well, lads, I thought I'd do more, so good luck to you. I just want to let you guys know that I get like the stunning ovations from how good I play all of the other players' teammates. I'm just saying. I know you guys don't have to tell me, but I've been told before how good I am. I mean, I make them shine. Let's see. Any extra things they could do after casting a cool spell? Doing nothing. No, they can't. They cast another spell. Let's see. Anyone hurt?
Nope. Not me.
Yeah, not me. Maybe Big G got
I
hurt?
know Rascals is definitely hurt.
Big G is only missing 10, so he's fine.
Yeah, I'm hurt by several.
Well, yeah, you are. But let's see if you're close enough. 30 feet. Huh.
Is that a
Mm,
wall between you and Rascal? Curious.
It's a gate.
There's a hole in it right now, right?
Correct. I mean, it's like a quilted, wood gate. So like there's holes throughout the entire thing, but there's a big old gash to it in which small creatures can climb through. Yes, like the rascal could. But
Gotcha.
all of his spells that make him do cool things. Whoops! Shoot! I don't know what I just did to his character sheet. Uh-oh. Oh, did nothing there.
Character delete. Just kidding.
I've done that plenty of times, so that's not even a
Oh
concern.
God.
Let's see. It's not worth. Okay, so he has nothing he can do that's worth it to help you at this moment. But if you're closer to him, he can heal you. He'll shoot his light crossbow just because I'm nice. At the same one he tried to hurt. Wow, lads, I'll tell you if I get him this time. Ha! That laugh is confirmation. Alright, he does 7 points of damage. You guys can totally let them know that I'm a better them than they are. It's okay. So Phineas is
Okay, we will.
done. Reno, it is your turn.
How would you like to play? Just kidding. I'll cast. I'm gonna try a catapult, just for fun. Actually, I'll just do magic missile. Which of the three were hurt? Sorry. The ones in front of me, at least.
Rascal. Oh,
Both.
you mean between these dudes?
Yeah,
All of
between
her.
these two. Yeah.
I hit this guy to the left.
Okay. So I'll send 2 to the left and 1 to the bottom.
Alrighty. Damage it out. It's 3 magic missiles. Pew pew pew. Minimum. Ha! Pew.
Is that just for one dart, or do I roll
Yeah,
all?
you have to roll it again. So just roll them separate for yourself.
Okay.
Black. Nice. And then
Oh,
5.
a little bit of lag.
You see 2. And then one to the south dies. The one to the left is totally fine after being soft patted twice.
Ooh. All right. Thank
That
you.
one's pretty strong,
That
huh?
ends my turn.
You got it. That brings us to Sigurd. Did you keep the name Sigurd? Just so I'm aware.
Wait, what?
You kept your name, right?
Yeah, Sigurd.
Got it. Your turn, sir.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what to do. I mean, we're still just fighting, right? We're not going back on that.
I don't know. Ask your team, not me.
I feel like we're pretty set in this.
Doing what?
I think so.
Killing?
It doesn't,
We've killed 2 of them, so
because it's at this point. It's. I don't think 3 of these guys would help us take down the rest of this guy and his army. So I think we're all in at this point.
yeah.
Alright. If I remember correctly, I think I had Primal Savagery used last time, and it should still be active.
And that does what?
So it just allows me to grow magical teeth or fingernails.
Oh, got it.
Like
okay.
sharpened teeth or fingernails.
And which did you choose?
Fingernails.
You got it. Okay. Sigurd, what do you do?
Probably just gonna attack. I will use I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna do inflict wounds against this guy again.
You put your hands out and try to find a soft spot to
Dang.
find. Now, are you gonna like appreciate that I warned you?
Yes.
It's a beautiful spell when it hits, but the likelihood of it is unreal. Like it's so crazy.
I am reaping right now.
But when you need it most, it'll matter. I promise. You'll like hit like a boss for like 80 damage. It won't kill him, but you'll be like, it worked once, you know.
Yeah.
But it is
It's
so
like
annoying.
gambling.
It really it's the worst part of gambling because it's so disappointing. I'm just happy because I told you ahead of time. So you give him the tickles, and he's like, "Let's try and do such an approved touchings."
Does my weapon count as a spell? Like, does using my spiritual weapon attack count as a spell or no?
It's a bonus action,
Okay.
but then you would like either cast it or roll freehand. If you cast it, then don't use a spell slot.
It's already cast, right? The hammer. I don't know how to attack with it though. Gotcha. Thank you.
You got it, dude. Oh man, that check miss was too good a rush. I'm sorry.
All good.
Nice. 25 absolutely makes contact with this dude as the kobold dragon shields. Like, give me the force damage.
I click damage to roll and it doesn't do it.
Well, you know, things happen.
I actually get an error message.
Cool. I'm sorry. It's level 2 right? Yeah, here it is. Go ahead and roll a d8 plus your spell mod, which is a 5. So 8 plus 5. D8 plus 5, sorry.
Got it.
And I'll build it in right now since, you know, lesson learned. Swing. Ding, 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 for 12 points of damage. Still standing.
All right, that's it.
You got it. You hear the kobold out on the outside go. As he's hurt and wounded, kind of gasperated through breaths. Just, you should have just joined us. As he spits at the ground towards Big G's feet. Give me one quick second. I'm really focusing on finishing this spell roll for you in the future. Oh, it's damage from there. Whoops, pressing the wrong thing. Cool. All right, so your thing should in the future work.
Okay,
Hopefully
cool.
not. Yeah. And it's a plus 8 to hit. Yeah, should work in the future. It's called swing level 1 on your actual spiritual weapon. Okay. Okay. Ready, break. The kobold is going to attack Big G. And welcome, Phineas Gerblum. How do you say the last name?
It's your Belgium.
Well, Gerbalgum, I would like to let you know that I played you fabulously. You missed everything. Oh no, you hit. You barely hit, but you missed the big thing. Anyways, you did great. Thank you for your participation and welcome back.
What's you?
What was that? Sorry.
What spell did I use?
Ooh, that is a great question. You know what the best part is? I have a search feature in here. You use Lightning Leer, so it was your cantrip, do not worry, and a single crossbolt. So if that broke the bank, I apologize. I do not know how to play your character. Otherwise, no reserve lost. The Kobold Dragon is going to do a cool dodge roll because he's an awesome video game character, and he is going to spear at advantage on our good friend here, Big G. Sort of. Missing Big G by a single point in AC. Big G's like, puny Kobold. Pushes him out of the way like a bully. He's going to pull his spear back and try yet again. Puny. Just completely stopping them in any of their happenstance. The one on the other side is going to give his fair share. Go get him! He swings from behind Big G's distraction, making contact. He absolutely makes damage. It's like, oh, wrong button. Ignore that. That was totally incorrect. 3 points of damage. Whoa! And potentially
At least they're courageous.
a little more. Clear dragon. Keep strong, brother! As he swings again. Rah! Nice. Second follow through. This man is on fire. Am I wrong? Yeah, I'm not like this. For 4. Total of 7 points of damage against Big G himself, and he's still standing to tell a tale. He's like, we will take him down! That brings me to Sigurd's personal kobold. He is going to do the same to you. You killed my friends! You dodge out of the way as you push it aside as he flushes forward in frustration. He turns around and looks at Phineas and goes, and you shot him! And he comes and throws himself at you. Missing as Phineas, you do whatever it is you need to evade the spear coming straight at you as he's barely holding together his posture. Making no purchase. That brings us to the guards. Keep going! You're doing great! I've got dibs on the little one killing another. No, the big man's gonna squash that one like a grape. I put another 10 copper. 10 copper, raise it to 5 silver. Ah! There seems to be a very exciting gambling pool going on about who kills who and your success. Amerigo's turn. He goes, you all are doing grand. Show my men what it's like to take on these puny kobold fiends. And he'll end another hand-in fire at the one directly in front of Sigurd. You just load this thing. Let's quick. Hitting that kobold in the back for almost maximum damage. He grabs onto your chest, your armor, wherever it is he can find a loose part. Just, cup his hand to briefly Sigurd against your chest. A warning! They are. He dies before he gets the message off, and then collapses to the floor. You see Amir go on the other side. Weak, as I said. They couldn't have protected you against a bear out there. Rascal.
There's one more left, right?
There are 3 left. 2 of them are within 15 and 20 feet of you.
Okay. Which one is less hurt?
You have no idea.
Okay. Can I
You can insight
I'll
check
run
if you're ready.
to the one that's 20 feet away from me. Would that put me in a situation where I'm surrounded by all three of them, or
No. One of them's on the other side of the
No.
fence with Sigurd and friends. Two of them are surrounding Big G. If you arrive, you'd be helping Big G, but you guys have the advantage over them by far.
okay?
You would be 1-on-1.
Uh,
You'd be 2-on-1 with Big G at your side against the one you approach. The other one is not in range.
okay, I'll approach the closest one then.
Okay, the one 15 feet.
Yep. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use my insightful fighting. So as a bonus action, you can make an insight check against a creature you can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check. So they
what?
have to make a charisma deception check.
Okay, so what does that give you if I fail?
If you fail, I get to use my sneak attack against them.
So I need to do a deception check.
Yep, charisma deception check. I rolled a 19.
A 19 beats it, so they win.
Okay.
They look at you and
I-
they see you kind of reaching for your weapon or getting hand or preppy, and they're like,
I'm going to attack them with my primal savagery. That's a the die stops getting stuck. 27.
hits.
Okay, so 4d10 because that was a nat 20.
Okay.
29 plus 2d6. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Plus my Dread Ambusher, which is a special action. Another 1d8. 9, 20, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 36 damage.
Okay. As you come through on that one, he dies.
And then I will move to the next one and attack him too.
1 sec. Okay, so you walk to the next one.
Yep. I'll do the same attack. Uh, 16 to hit.
That 1 sec. Hits.
Okay. D10. So 12 plus
So your jet ambusher has already
18.
been used. You can't move. You can't use it in any future attacks.
Dread
Just keep
Ambusher?
going. Yeah, it only works on the initial initiative benefit.
Okay.
That's fine. Continue.
I forgot the numbers. I think it was 18
Okay.
for damage.
Sec. You run across. And you do 18 points of damage as you lacerate him, but he doesn't go down. He's like, you do good damage, but he's not down.
Um, that will be all.
Got it. We will have Phineas roll a d100. Nicely done, guys. Big G. I have turn again. He will continue as a turn. Or they with them. excuse me, swings the greatsword. Roar! Tink! I dig your grave with greatsword first. And then they swing again.
Good save.
I set example for what I stand for. And he comes through and makes solid contact on that one. And of course, my damage button breaks on mine too. So I rolled 2d6 plus my modifier, which is 5. Is not enough to bury yet. Does he have any bonus actions? Let me see. Wait, I'm just giving him the chance here. He's going to. He's kind of fast. He's gonna dex check the kobold. As the kobold gets slashed, he then gets dex checked. And he loses. He gets kicked into the little grave. He is considered prone, and he is absolutely bloody, not looking good, ready to be killed, but not yet dead. Phineas, you stand before. Actually, a bunch of dead ones and one living across the gate, now laying in its grave.
So this guy here and this guy here are both alive, correct?
They're dead.
They're dead. They're dead.
There's
Okay.
only one left right on the other side of the gate.
Right. Which guy? This guy here?
He's,
That guy.
yeah,
That guy there.
it's the last one.
Okie dokie. Well, the only thing left to do is I'm gonna go ahead, I guess, and just let me pull up my character sheet and lightning rule twice. So the purplish gem that's on my chest will glow, and you'll see that lightning fire from his chest again.
All right.
Let's see. Gotta find my actions. Go, maybe it's here. Nope, not that one. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out how to use my action.
Well, you figure that out. Big G, you just recently slashed and hacked a kobold, not killing them, but pushing them by force via your large foot into a grave you provided to them after missing a few times. They are very low on HP and laying prone looking at you. They are the single soul kobold.
It's okay. They will repent for their sin.
Phineas fires a lightning launcher.
So I'm sure they're gonna know.
And we all wonder where that launcher is going, but it's going.
Should hit, I hope.
So wait, you rolled twice at advantage or what? Or you did it twice?
I rolled twice.
You have advantage?
No, I just roll twice. Like I get 2 attacks.
Oh,
So
got it.
that's
So
my
you
second
used it
attack.
twice. Got it. Totally fine. That's why I was verifying. Okay. You hit the second one. Oh,
Oh.
wait.
All right.
It's a range
There we
attack.
go.
Disadvantage because they're prone in their little grave.
All right. So that would be the first attack then.
Yep.
So
Totally
the
fine.
first,
Roll one more.
I would have had to roll twice anyway for that. So
Yep.
let's see. All right. Uh, there we go. There's the second one. Does 18 hit on disadvantage?
Sick. That hits on a disadvantage.
And I do believe, give me 1 second. I do believe I get to add an additional lightning damage to my attack as well. I just want to double check things.
Say it again. I apologize.
Yes, I get to deal an extra 1d6 lightning damage on my turn with that as well.
Correct.
I almost killed it.
Correct.
So 7 points of lightning damage.
All right. Kobold bacon is served. You just hear laughter.
And
Oh,
You guys are great. I'm very impressed with you. Any of you are free to respond. That was Amergo, as
did.
he just watched you guys massacre the kobolds.
This seemed a little unnecessary.
I was simply telling them to leave. It was all your
One of us
same
went
mannerisms.
a little too far, I think. One of us.
I'll jump down to gather with them and like wipe my paws on like my sleeves just to get all the blood off, and then like off my face too, just from the splash of it all. That was quite unnecessary. Was just trying to make friends with them, but then that did not go as planned.
That's why you could never reason with kobolds. Drastic little.
We could have if you let me without anyone.
I
starting
didn't
a
stop
fight.
you. I simply proved to you why I have never been able to achieve it. You cannot do the same. Nonetheless, there's none here to
Because
negotiate
I had no
with any
time to
longer.
do it.
And no, it's my fault. I am not blaming another. We are just done. As they are no longer an issue at this time. But we should discuss our plans of travel at this point. It seems as if you are at least siding with us for now. He raises an eyebrow. As they, your kind, would surely kill you swiftly.
Could Phineas have been searching the body?
You could search the two that are privy to you currently. That's fine. Investigation.
Not bad.
You find 10 silver on the body and a broken healing pot that is now filling the soil on the ground.
The soldiers are just cool with us looting them.
Well, they're not their bodies. You're looting the kobolds.
Oh, I figured they just like they just declared it their property.
They don't. They're betting on. They were betting on you guys and just enjoying the show. They had no interest.
I'll loot
in
the one I
resisting.
killed. See what I can find.
Did you say you eat him?
Loot.
Oh, okay.
Investigation, please.
Okay. Investigation in action.
Yeah.
At 26.
You find 2 regular health pots.
Health potions.
While they're looting,
Yeah.
can I disengage from the group and go towards what's his name's house that he came out of?
Yeah, for sure. So what are you
Over
looking
here?
for in the homestead?
I'm just wondering to see if there's anything of value that might look magical.
You poke your head inside. Give me either an Arcana
Or
check
expensive.
or a Perception or Arcana. Your choice.
I'm also going to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
You
Can I ask a quick question?
Just yourself? Is Cure Wounds just yourself? Or is it multiple?
I can cast others, but is
The
there
rascal
anybody
is
else that
also
needs to be?
harmed. Yeah, rascal.
All
Is
right.
I do. I'm at 47.
All right. Just,
I can also heal.
Reno. As you poke your head in and take in the immediate situation before you, there is 2 magical items. One in a mechanism-like situation that's broken. You can tell that it's broken, but the magic is still present within it, if only one could fix it. The other item is kind of like a satchel, at least. What's inside the satchel matters, but you imagine the satchel itself is important on holding it. What do you do?
I'm going to try to take both of them. Actually, how big is the one that's broken? Is it pretty large or kind of just
It
smaller
seems
in
to be a
size?
range-like weapon that you've never seen before.
Range like weapon. Then I'll grab the satchel first.
You grab the satchel. As you do, it seems to have maybe no more than 3 pounds.
Okay.
so that's 9 points.
Can I also
9
take
point
the
to
weapon too and put it in my pack?
Rascal.
Oh, yep.
Go ahead. The weapon, you could attempt to try to grab it at this point by giving me a sleight of hand.
Ooh,
For and then for myself, it's going to be
Hey, you got it.
There's a lot of healing going on back here.
Reno, you go to pick up what looks to be a messed up kind of multi-part weaponry. As you go to pick it up, you trip. Stool was in your way, if only you'd seen it in time. You knock over a handful of the pieces, unsure of what was necessary or what isn't. You leave it behind.
Okay. I'll come back out.
As you pop back out, you see the rest of the group. Well, it looks as if you all gained and gone to what you desired, but we still have a goal ahead of us, you see. Do you all see the same interest?
hey, you wouldn't
What goal?
happen to have a 60 feet, would you?
60 feet of what?
Yeah, I just happen to need a 60-foot rope. You know, don't ask questions why. I just need a 60-foot rope.
You think I'm not gonna be curious as to what you need 60 feet of my rope for?
I mean, who doesn't need rope if we're supposed to go out into the wilderness? Don't you think we're
Exactly,
gonna
then
need?
I need the rope. So why would I give you my rope?
If we're
What are you
supposed
giving
to
me?
you and you're supposed to keep us safe, wouldn't you? Aren't you supposed to help us with supplies?
He smiles. We're
Just
keeping
give
you
us the
safe
rope
by not
before I
giving you
get
the
you.
rope to hang yourself with. These woods make people go insane. But of course,
Just
you
give
wouldn't
us
have
the
heard
rope.
of that. And you little furry feline friend. You were gonna negotiate and now you're straight to the throat. I'd remind
We have
you all
fought
that
these
my
things
men
for
have
you
just
without trying.
observed your behaviors. And I
Yeah.
have no doubt I'll be all right in anyone's company amongst your lot.
Well, now we're working for you like you want. So give us the rope to let us do our thing, or I will get dirty, like I just did, and forcefully take it. Either
Smart
grabbing
little
it and
fella.
running, or gutting you all apart.
We have
It's not too hard for me to
cages
do.
for species like yourself. If you can't
I'll put up a
behave,
fight while you do it.
we can behave you for you. But you decide. I'm just saying, and why is everyone so tense? We just destroyed your kidnappers.
I
And
mean,
yet you're all offensive with
Our
me.
kidnappers. We appeared in your camp. If anything, you're our kidnappers.
You
and
chose who to fight. I didn't say to get them. I said to shoo them away. You all started the murdering.
I have
In
a
fact,
question.
none of my men helped you. Yes.
How long has it been since the fight ended?
I'll say maybe going on 10 minutes.
Dang. Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Just give us the rope, please. Let us be on our merry way.
I mean, we're really not asking too much. It's just rope, man.
It's just something without speaking of why something is. It's like me telling you to go kill someone without explaining why you gotta do it.
Why
No,
do we need the rope?
if you're
Thank
really
you.
going to complain about it, if you're really going to complain about it, I will pay you for the rope.
I don't need any money. I was just curious on the rope. Can a man be curious? I'm a
If,
captain. I should be
if,
knowing what
re-
my men are doing with my supplies.
if you're really that curious, just get me the rope and I will show you.
Well, you could have just said that. But instead, you said don't ask questions, so I'm asking questions. You see, leading the conversation in such oddities right after murdering these poor reptilians just don't make no sense.
To be fair, I only murdered one.
I see
You
enough
might as well
blood
get
between the
another.
lot of you. He goes and nudges. Two guys bring you 2 sets of rope, each 45 feet, a total of 90.
Okay, I will use 60 feet of rope, and I will go ahead and cast. What? Give me one question. The second level spell. I'm going to cast. I do believe it's called Rope Trip. Yes, Rope.
Explain how that looks to everyone.
So as I basically cut and tie 60 feet of rope together, I will go ahead to just basically kind of like a mime, like action, do the action of bringing up a rope and climbing down rope, but instead the actual physical rope will begin to expand into the air. And as you begin to see it expand into the air, it's just goes 60 feet straight up and just hangs top.
I still don't see nothing at the other end of it.
Hey, guys, follow me for a minute, and I'm going to designate the entrance. I'm not saying this out loud, but I'm going to designate the entrance for just the party that I fought with. And I'm going to climb up the rope, and as I do, you're going to see him at the end of the rope disappear.
Well, get on up there, boys.
Uh,
Let's see what we want to discuss. Do the rest of you guys join?
Yeah, I'll go up the rope right after him and then wait on the other side. Wait for everybody else to come up. Just our party.
Big G?
yeah, I'll look. I'll watch it.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say Big G's gonna look at Cigar. I mean, he's gonna climb over the fence to the other side and look at Cigar and says, do we follow?
I don't even know what's going on. I was over here eating food with Reno.
Okay. I mean, I will. Big G's gonna eat food too.
Okay, so the three of you guys,
Food is
As-
really good here.
Phineas and Rascal, you guys are the only two up there as you realize the rest of the team is off eating. And then you see Amirgo looking, why is this rope not holding my weight? I thought it was magical or some stuff. But due to your natural rejection, he cannot
Well,
traverse.
since I can see out and nobody can see in, and they're eating, I'm just gonna pull the rope up if I can do that. And as soon as the rope,
That's my rope! What?
the rope disappears through the hole, it's just everything. You can't see.
Watch this
Can
spin.
I?
Maybe it'll fall back from the air. So 60 feet of rope ain't no deal.
Is
He goes and joins the other three eating.
is it still possible to send messages into that
You have
space?
no. He's on a different plane.
Oh, he's in a different plane. Oh, interesting. Okay. Darn.
Let's
Phineas
send-
How'd I
and
know that?
Phineas
So-
and Rascal, real quick. What are you two doing inside? As it's just the two of you.
So, we really don't trust this guy, right? Like, we definitely, this guy is up to no good.
Did it sound like I wanted to trust him in the first place? Like, seeing him and hear how he sounded?
So,
He did not seem like a person we should trust. Especially when he didn't want to give us 90 rope for what we just did.
nobody can hear us. So, who is this Ferone character?
Don't know.
Don't think either of you guys would know that.
Rats.
I remember I tried to do a check on it and I failed, so I
Yeah.
honestly do not know.
That's Phineas wouldn't know that.
I mean,
Um,
I'm small. I was going to try to, small on small, like try to confront them and like try to befriend them, but you know how that turned out. But
Yeah, I kind of wanted to be friends with them too, but that didn't. So, what's our plan? What's next? Because, to be honest with you, I don't really know any.
well, if what's your character again, Wooly? Sorry.
I'm an artist.
No, your team.
Reno's a wizard. Reno's a wizard.
Reno. Who was the character I'm forgetting backstories. Give me a second.
Yeah,
It was me and
perfect.
you,
We're
right?
hanging
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you and Reno. Yeah, you and Reno.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why Reno was trying to rob the building.
If Reno was here, I mean, he would figure a good thing out. I would say try to get, sadly enough, from this annoying fat dude, get as much information as we can out of him. And if any of it is true or sounds good or benefits any of us in any good way, I guess work with him for a while. But if not, just try to dip, like leave. Either if it comes to the means of fighting them or just running. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard to kill him. Honestly, look at him. I'm small and fast, and we're all big, smart, and strong. So
Well,
I'd say try to get as much information out of him first. But I'll talk to Reno when we get down there.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna know something's up since he couldn't climb the rope.
Well, just every time he asked what was going on up here or why he couldn't climb the rope, just fly over the question. Just ignore it. I mean, he's annoying us, so why not annoy him by not answering his question? But that's
Sorry,
me.
worked against.
Do you think of anything else?
Yeah. I don't. Well, we got an hour, so I think I'm going to take a little break up here. Since I know it's safe. You can leave anytime you want. I'll lower the rope for you if you wish.
Oh, you said hour. No, I'll go back down with Reno. Can't leave my pal down there too long by himself.
All right, I'll lower the rope so he can leave.
I'll go ahead and grab onto the rope and like fire slide down it.
As you begin to do that, before you actually do leave, meanwhile, the conversation at camp is what amongst the other three? As the captain there, Murgo, goes, "Listen up, you hungry lot. We got ourselves a feast fit for a king, or captain, if I do say so myself. For those of you who've been trudging through mud, dust, and all manner of beasties, it's time to fill your bellies with the finest travel fare this side of the mountains. First up, we've got hardtack biscuits, dry as a desert, but will keep you on your feet, and perfect for soaking in the stew. Speaking of which, our very own goose roll stew is bubbling away, filled with all the forage goodness the land can offer, rich, hearty, and enough to keep the chill off your bones." He lets it fade as he looks right across and sees a goose roll. For your meat lovers, we got dried meat strips and smoked fish, both tough as an ogre's hide. He looks around for an ogre. But full of flavor that'll remind you of home. Paired with a bit of Wayfarer's bread, dancing full of herbs, just like your gran used to make. He looks around. Something tells me y'all don't have grams, but put it there anyways. Now for the wet and a bit of sweetness, don't worry, we've got spiced churros. Straight from the Chosen Churro franchise, the very same along with fairy dust cakes from a bit sparkling your day. I'll tell you though, the Chosen Churros recently got stolen by the Leviathan Giant Churro Company. Though I've been hearing rumors that there's someone at afoot trying to steal it back. Nonetheless, took on and fill your bellies and remember, this here outpost ain't just a stop, it's a feast on the road to adventure. Now eat up before I change my mind. Keep it all for myself. What did three of you guys discuss?
The churro business is ruthless, I hear.
You don't know the half of it. To get a barrel nowadays, it's more than 120 gold. It used to be 80. It's just too dangerous to travel with. Everyone wants a bite of such. He dazes us, like just fades away. Go ahead.
I'll have the churros. It sounds like everything else is made out of meat. Is that right?
Are you telling me that you ain't got a protein appetite?
I don't eat meat.
What if I told you it
Unfortunately.
was from a plant?
Oh, then I would definitely try it.
Try this slab of fresh screamed ely weed. And he gives you this fat looking salmon like slab, but it's green and has a hue that's kind of almost blue in the center, kind of vein like. And he goes, "Now that one was a screamer. Sliced it up right in the mid of its peak of a cry. Almost made us go deaf for a week. It was worth it though, you'll see."
All right. I'll eat. I'll eat it. And does it taste good or does it poison me? I don't know.
Give me a con check.
Okay. Oh, con. That's gonna be bad. No, not
Oh no, Reno.
Oh, I'm stuck in diarrhea.
You're eating it and you're like,
That
damn,
seems
this
good.
is good. This is so good that it's going to give you diarrhea. You know, it's one of those powerful, potent foods that it's just too tasty. You know it's going to mess you up.
All right, and after the diarrhea, or before I have diarrhea, I'll like, can I take some and to take for the road?
Of course. This is all here for us.
Awesome.
Do the other two of you guys
Well, thank
discuss
you.
anything with him or with your team members directly?
Go for it. Sorry.
Oh, I wasn't gonna
You
say
I'll
bet.
sit
anything.
next to you guys,
Oh,
and
okay, okay.
I'll kind of like slap you guys in the, I'll kind of like slap you guys in the arm. And I'll be like, hey, you seem pretty nice. You guys fought pretty. You guys are pretty strong, aren't you?
Big G
I'm
doesn't think it's
slapping both of your guys'
strong.
arms.
Big G is just good at lifting things up. There's stronger things, you know.
Well, you guys seem pretty strong to me. We should, you guys, since we're all in the same boat or something, we should just travel together or something. I don't have
Okay.
no idea where we are. Actually, where are we going after this?
Yeah, where are we going?
We discussed that. Well, he said we were going to take you to the boss, and then they who in which told us to watch out for you.
Are you allowed to? Are we allowed to speak your boss's name in public?
Well, my boss hasn't decided if he likes you or not. That's why he wants to meet in person.
And I'll just sit next to him and I'll slap him in the arm too. Like, what kind of person is your boss? What do they like?
Slap him on the belly.
Slap him on the belly, wherever it is.
They're a bit more her than him.
Her than him. Got it. What does she like? Does she like flowers?
Only if they're made out of pure jet black materials from underworld being spaces that cannot be harmed by any and all artifacts or spells known on this plane of existence. As he stares dead in his
Are we
eyes.
talking about flowers still?
Of course.
I'll just look back at him and I'll.
If
Are we
you've
still
got
talking
a
about flowers?
mill capable of grinding through the hardened stone in which come from the ether plane.
You're funny. And I'll
She
just keep
is the
slapping him
type
in the
that...
I'll slap him in the belly this time.
If you ever get a rose from a lady, be wary.
Okay.
I already
back
know
to
how I
eating.
feel about their boss.
Wait, how do you feel about their boss?
Do you say that out loud, or is that what you said?
No, yeah, I said that out loud.
He smiles. Someone listens.
I'm gonna lean over and just kind of whisper to Big G. Their boss took part in. I think it was. I don't remember properly. Was it subjugating my people?
I mean, sure. And at the end game of it all. Maybe
Okay.
not when you were there, but at the end of it all, yeah, sure. It ended in that way or another.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna explain that to Big G. That's why I don't like them.
Okay. Well, so we don't like this guy then?
I don't personally, but you are free to make your own judgments. Maybe they're better people now.
Well, if he attacks Cigar or Big G, I will kill him.
Hell yeah. We should probably watch out for Reno too.
Would
In
I
the
be down there?
meantime, Rascal arrives to you all. Well, Rascal arrives and gives you his info. I'm gonna go grab another beer really quick. I'll be right back.
There it is.
So Reno,
down
are you
and-
trusting this guy? I'm just gonna openly say this.
I don't see why not. So just FYI, I'm editing my character a little bit. I'm going to be more of a young, childish-ish teenager-looking character. So definitely on the younger side of it being an elf.
Gotcha.
Just FYI. So I might be a little bit more ignorant in certain social dilemmas.
Yeah, fair enough.
I will
Being a child
once
and
I
all.
come down, I'll approach Reno and like the casual like cat jumping on a shoulder kind of thing. I'll do that on Reno.
Rascal.
Hey, so I'll be kind of whispering this as well. So me and Magic Door Man discuss some stuff. He's wondering if we should trust this dude or like not. I was saying no, but I was also saying we should try to get as much information from him as we can before deciding.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
if we don't like him or trust him, but that is up to
Well, I
you
mean,
and everybody else. I mean, I'm
yeah,
perfectly
we
fine with
seem
slaughtering him.
to come with a smart group. So let's see what they think and go from there. But otherwise, he seems funny and he gave us pretty good food. And I'll kind of like point to the food. And
Yeah, but
like,
should have.
if you look at me, I have like food all over my mouth and everything.
And I'll just be like, yeah, you're smart. No, I know you hired me to help you get smarter, but this could be a manipulation tactic, to let our guard down. He could be trying to have us gain his trust. He could be lying to us about stuff, as a thief rogue or a rogue ranger, mostly a rogue, if you can't tell. I'm not kind of trusting this man. Like, he is giving us
Okay.
a lot of food for unnecessary reasons. I mean, we are hungry. We came here on an empty stomach, but there's a lot more here than I think is necessary.
I just assumed this guy just happens to keep that much food around on a daily basis.
I mean, anyone would in
I'll
a camp, but just wasting it all in a day is kind of suspicious. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So I'll basically agree overall, but waiting for the party to kind of make the decision to follow. But then I'll also whisper to Rascal, and I'll just sit. Actually, I'll just kind of subtly flash him something that's out of my pack, which is our kind of like our usual fun demeanor of saying, "Hey, I found something," or "I got something."
Yeah, you notice a satchel
or I
that's
looted
not
something.
his. Yeah, pretty much.
I'll go ahead and just climb right in his bag
And then
to
I'll.
totally try to see what it is, I guess.
Oh, okay, I was gonna go with a side and then identify it. I just wanted to let you know I got something.
Oh, I can
But
just
that
climb.
could
If
either
it's in
work.
your
Doesn't matter.
book bag, I can climb right in and look at it.
All right, and I'll just kind of pat the bag and be like, "Oh, he's going to sleep."
Oh, yeah, I'll head right in and observe the item, investigate it, whatever I need to do to figure this thing out.
Okay. As the two of you guys look at the wares in which your ally had acquired, Reno and Rascal, you both see two different chess pieces in the bag. One of them resembling a rook, and the other resembling a pawn. With it, each one a small little kind of tab or tag tied through a small threaded kind of metal-like wire tied around the piece.
Okay.
metal
We
like
know
wire wrapped around each of the chess pieces?
Correct. There's 2 little leaflets on each, or 8 little scrolls.
Oh, okay. Right. I'll kind of just nudge Rascal and I'll be like, I'm gonna go into a tent and I'm just gonna like look towards a tent as if I'm just gonna go cat or identify it, and I'll just kind of yawn in the group, and then I'll just say I'm gonna go take a rest, guys. Let me know if you decide to leave or do something, and I'll just skip on into a tent and disappear.
I'll follow him.
Okay, you intend to cast identify.
No funny business going on here. Yeah.
Phineas is resting for an hour, so I don't know how long it's been.
Can I cast identify as a ritual?
Sure. So for sure,
Will I have
Phineas.
enough time for that?
It's still, it's been about an hour, give or take, since combat. There's been a couple other conversations in that time. You do wake up and you notice that everyone's still kind of at their business, hanging around, doing similar things. 2 people are missing as they're in their camps. Um, da-da-da-da-da. Reno and Rascal, both of you individually roll a d17.
A D17.
Correct.
Where did it go?
That dice exists.
It's custom.
D17. Whoops.
D17.
Oh, come on. See, when I roll for myself, it's just terrible.
Are we
You,
taking a
sir.
short rest?
Just Phineas, because he was actually in his little camp. You guys were. I mean, I guess you guys were chilling too if you wish to declare one, but only Phineas is declaring it.
I want to declare it.
Okay, go for it. Reno, you get a guard pawn. When and if you ever choose to use this
Could
piece,
You
get
roll the
plus.
D17 for me.
Yeah,
It's,
Reno, roll his d17.
How is Rascal with
All
it?
right.
Do it.
How is Rascal with it?
Oh, sorry.
I'll pop both health potions, and where would that get me at?
Don't do that. I'll cast another cure wounds.
You can do a short rest.
What did the first
Oh,
cure
yeah,
wounds do?
your short rest there. You can use this
Use your hit
type.
die.
What was the first cure wounds do? I didn't hear how much it cured.
It was 8.
It was 9
Eight.
for him and 8
Or,
for me.
9. Sorry, 9.
I also hit
So
with healing word for 8.
there you go.
That would put me at 56 plus another 8.
Correct.
I'm sitting at 64.
Out of what? So they know.
74.
So 10 less. That's not the worst. I think also Big G has 10 missing too. Reno, you got real quick. The 2 chess pieces you guys find. Reno, you get a guard pawn. If you ever choose to use it, upon using it, it dismisses itself. But upon using it, it increases your AC by 1. You can use it as a reaction at any time as long as it is on your person. Rascal, you get a Watchtower Rook.
Do what?
You get. Sorry, say that again.
Oh, I'll let you finish first. Sorry.
Rascal, you get a Watchtower Rook. You get an additional on top of your already benefit +5 to your next initiative in combat.
Is that only used once and then it's gone, or just while
Correct.
I have it?
Just on your next.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
Reno, what was your question?
At what point in time during combat can I dictate whether I use the guard pawn or not?
It's a reaction, so pretty much any time you want to react
Okay.
to something.
Reaction. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir. All right. Meanwhile, as you guys are all like, Amerigo gets himself up. That was already me. I've sent my men forward. They have been searching for a clear path to get you all out in single pieces. But I have not heard from them for some hours. Let us go and see how far they ventured before they met their demise, shall we?
Is it in the cave? The cave.
Say that again. Who said what about what?
What did you say, Phineas?
I said,
Go ahead.
ooh, a cave. I hope it's in a cave.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where it ended for them, but if it's in the cave, I hope you all got a torch. I hear the dog below. Is there anything you guys need to prep, question, or concern before moving forward?
Where is this guy's house or tent at?
While he's leaving, everyone's packed up, so, I mean, it would have been the building
Oh.
itself. What was your intentions?
I was just gonna try to sneak in there and see if there's anything good to steal.
No, yeah, Reno did that already.
Oh. Well, I'll stay sticking with Reno then.
Sigurd, anything
I'll
you wish
kind
to
of,
inquire prior to the departure? Go ahead, Reno.
I'll kind of go skip up to. Oh my gosh, I forgot his name.
Amerigo?
Amerigo, and ask him, where are we going? Are we going to go see Frono, or are we going to?
He pats your back in a very, very accepting manner, but does not speak said name.
Will we be safe? Do we need to bring anything with us?
Everything out here can kill us, of course. That's why I sent my men ahead. That's what we're about to find out.
Phineas would like to start picking up
Okay.
tent.
Oh, you got it. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
What check? Survival?
So yeah.
How long is a short rest and a long rest?
It'd be a short rest is an hour, a long rest is an 8-hour course. Phineas, you successfully collapse the tent and pack it up for travel.
Excellent.
How long is this trip? Do we know, or
He does not say unless you ask him.
I'll peek out of Reno's bag because that's where I'm still kind of hunkered down. Hey, Sir Hunkalot, how long is this trip?
I'll probably burn about 3,000 calories by the time we arrive.
Hours, not food. Hours.
I function on the way of thinking with my stomach. I'm sure the
Yeah.
goose roll could agree. As he looks toward our good friend Sigurd.
Sigurd politely, but in the meanest way possible, looks the other direction, ignoring him.
Agreement is often spoken with the least amount of words.
Okay. Question again. How long is this trip in hours? We don't care about your happy food marathon.
What's an hour?
What is it in hours?
I know what a cycle is, but an hour.
Do your guards know the difference between your cycles and hours?
Yeah, in most sense, cycles means hours. He's just giving you shit because you're saying hours. You didn't ask me, so I'm just giving you shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, same thing. Nothing different. You get the sense. Give me an insight check. Let's go with that.
Okay. Please give me a good one. A 20, a dirty 20.
You get the sense that he's pretty literal with the stomach. That's how he tells his time. He is not one to speak in terms of cycles.
How much calories did he say?
About 3,200.
Okay, I'll climb out of the bag and approach one of the guards. Hey,
Hey,
guard. So how long is this trip in hours compared to 3,200 calories?
What's a calorie?
Oh, good God. I'm just gonna run back to Reno and climb in this bag and sigh heavily and just rest. I'll just take a short rest.
Any of the party, does anyone have like a high end, like a, let me see, I haven't looked at your guys' team. Anyone with a high intelligence?
I
I
would
think
have.
that's probably me.
I've got 17.
Oh, or him too.
What
I
is
got
yours,
16
Reno?
intelligence.
Yeah, but you already failed on
18.
yours. 18. Okay, the 18 and 17 are both of you guys can give me a intelligence check to see if you can do the math as Rascal frustratingly steps away and quits. Ooh. Very smart people, man.
Damn.
Both of you guys come to the consensus that if he was walking, it's 10.67 hours, and if he was running, it's 5.5. And if they were sleeping through it all, it's 64.
Oof. I
Okay.
think I'm a little too old to make this trip. I think you can go without me.
I'll just kind of like count on my hands and I'll just kind of nudge the backpack and be like, hey, I think it's about 10 and a half hours if we walk, probably based on his weight and how much food he'll make. And are you going to make us food on this trip, Amerigo?
I have a Guzrul cookbook that I hold by the Bible of the best recipes.
My eyes will just like pop open and glow. Not
Big G
literally,
and
but
Sigurd
Hey,
are packing up. Go ahead.
you're not walking, my big fella. So, where's the cart? I want to ride in the cart.
That's where you're mistaken. We all walk. Some of us are indomitable when it comes to our feet on the ground.
Son
Others
of a-
rise to surprise.
Do you have a horse?
A what?
A horse.
He looks around. I don't see a stall or hay. Or water, for that matter. I've been drinking this juice of grapes for the past 5 days.
This is a terrible thing.
As Reno tells me the actual amount of time it'll take, he'll hear me growl. And I'll be like, thank you. Finally, somebody who's smart. God. Well, I'm going to take a short rest. If you need me, bump with the bag. You already know the what to do. So, no, I'll go
So as
ahead.
you
Just
guys go on to
curl up
travel,
and short rest.
you head through and you hear a conversation going. This conversation goes a little bit like said such. So, I hear some of you might actually have experiences amongst the ways of educational understandings. And if you understand what it is we are stuck in the sense of a necessary undersupplied resource, anyone?
I didn't pick that up. Sorry.
One second.
Yeah, my audio's not doing so hot tonight. Sorry.
Guess what the undersupplied resource is for Zeroshi. Ignore the if typo.
Zeroshi is the one that's...
That it's the west continent, the least discovered.
Yeah. Undersupplied resource.
Would Phineas know this?
Give me a history advantage.
You said resource, but my mind's going to Catan right now. So...
Maybe it's related.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna guess that it's. Looks like there's wood. Looks like there's sheep.
Phineas.
I'm gonna go with sheep. I guess.
You imagine that one of the potential resources is trade in itself.
Me being the naive but intellectual, I'll just be like sheep.
Herders, yes, herders indeed, but not the sheep ones.
That's too bad.
He continues to give off a laugh as you keep it a running joke. As you guys do, you hear screams. Can everyone give me a perception check as you hear? There's someone here! Surrounded! Off in the distance, for the most
Would my
part.
short rest be up, or is it still going?
You would have achieved your short rest prior. You
Okay.
guys, as a team, for the most part, with 15 high mediums, is about 500 to 600 feet ahead. Something has gone wrong. You see a huge trail of blood ahead of you, and even further beyond you as you continue traveling in. Once you're about, I'd say, 100 or so feet from the opening or a head entry in question, you all see two figures standing upon a hill.
But Phineas is gonna stealth.
Give me a
Seeing the
stealth
blood,
check.
Reno's gonna hide behind the biggest person of the party. Well, I guess that's Amerigo.
I rolled a 13, so I don't know anything that's going on. So I'm still just chilling in the bag.
I didn't roll a great stealth check, so I mean,
Okay. 14, you got it.
In preparation, can I cast enhance ability on Big G?
Which ability? Which-
I'm gonna give him Bull's strength, just in case we. I'm gonna say just in case we get into another fight here.
and also for my bonus action, if you'll allow, I will cast Sanctuary on Rascal.
Casting Sanctuary on Rascal does what?
It gives him. Let's see. Give me 1 second.
Go ahead and just
Okay.
cast it in the chat too if you can, yeah. For Big
I
G.
did not know that.
It's okay because Big G can now lift double their carrying capacity. So if they wanted to just start chucking logs or people, in fact, they could.
Sure. I mean,
Okay.
my carrying capacity is already up as like a big. Wait,
That's what I mean. It's already huge.
Yeah. So it's huge
Only
and
double now.
Throw
Nice.
boulders.
It's just like on each
What
finger
the-
is one of you guys are balancing on a tippy toe, you know?
yeah.
So, Sanctuary. So they cannot be harmed with an attack or harmful spell. They must first make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they have to attack someone else. If they don't, the spell doesn't protect the ward creature from area effects. Got it. If they got it, cool.
How
Cool.
I have a question.
Cool.
How do you upcast in the Argon HUD?
That's a great question. If I had the answer, because I was never a player, I'd tell you, but I don't know. What I could direct you to is the Ripper 69 documentary stuff. That dude has literally everything documented in a very, very understanding way. So if I read it, I could tell you, but I've never read it because I don't honestly use it. I just provide it to you guys as a option, and it just looks like it works. So to be fair, I don't vet it.
Okay.
So I apologize. But I know there's a button in there somewhere for you.
I'll look
Or
it up
top.
before next time.
Meanwhile, Sanctuary appears around Rascal. Rascal, you feel this angel over your shoulder oddity. Otherwise, what do you all do as you continue forward and find yourselves
After feeling
in
this
this valley?
feeling, I would climb out of the bag and look around, wondering what's about to happen. Every time I get a weird feeling with people or even myself, something is about to not be right.
Give me a disadvantage survival check.
Survival check at disadvantage.
Correct.
Okay.
The rest of you guys are doing what? As you arrive about 125-ish feet from the entrance of what looks to be the absolute source of where the crew ahead of you have been handled, brought, taken, etc., as bones litter a carpet toward the entry of this valley. Two individuals stand about 60 or so feet above you because they're on the cliff, but 40 feet directly across from you in any sense of flat measurements. One of them very dressed up and adorned with a mask covering their actual face and what it is and any features that they'd give off. The other, very tribal in nature, has like a heavy, high-weighted wheat-like hat that has these round ornamental-like appendages sliding down on certain of them, creating this ponytail-like slash of, bristles. And then upon its chest, it has this huge leaflet of like armor that is gilly in nature, but assumably very, very, very well put together, and is a tiger-like humanoid. Do you speak to them as they stare down at you guys with very flat faces? I would honestly say they are very difficult to read.
Should Phineas make an insight check anyway to see if they're hostile or not?
For sure.
I'm just gonna cower behind my big buddy.
Got it.
Great.
Phineas, they seem as if they are willing to provide information. Whether you accept is up to you.
So just for my information, where
Uh-huh.
does the blood trail leads to, and like what's like the surrounding? What are we looking at? I guess.
So it's a valley that it leads into. There's a small little trail of dotlet bloods that move forward. As they do, there are small trails of bones that are completely cleaned and like not necessarily fresh, but also not rotted. They were so cleaned off from the meat to anything and other substance that could decay it that this bone has been sitting here baked for some time. Up ahead, it breaks off into more high cliffs that funnel into what you'd imagine to be a small, maybe cul-de-sac or like conclave prior to opening up somewhere else. Up on this cliff, there is no immediate access. You imagine it's either further in or from another side. On the opposite side, you could scale it here by crossing the water. Scale it here where you see just the cusp of what would be a waterfall, and you would imagine, based off of the land texture, that it rises from going all the way through to get to the top of it. It's probably about 30-ish feet here Unbeknownst to anyone's immediate pools, is a massive covered growth.
Okay.
You guys
So,
may discuss the team before making decisions. Sorry.
as far as are concerned, the blood trail doesn't lead up to where the two humanoid are.
Correct.
Yeah, I was just gonna say hi, but I was gonna let you guys kind of have your moment with them.
Well,
I'm letting you guys do that.
does this water look decent enough to like go in?
I'd say that I'd put a flask in it and cook it in the night before consuming.
Oh, so it sounds fine, and Phineas will jump in.
You jump in with your intentions of.
I will see what's on the other side.
You can see it without having to have jumped in, but now that you were in, you swim and you realize it is a fairly reasonable scaling cliff now wet to about 40 feet up.
I will try to climb it.
Go for it. Do you have climbing speed at all?
Let me actually check my inventory.
Or what are those shoe thingies called in the game? Or any climbing shoes or anything else of beneficial need. Reno takes note of Phineas's quick hazard decisions.
Does not look like it. I know water doesn't hinder me, but it does, nothing about climbing.
Cool. So as you begin to climb, go ahead and give me a character real quick. Sleight of hand at disadvantage. As you realize grabbing onto things with a wet hand and nothing to dry on is difficult.
Not fair.
Whew. You got up 3 feet, and man, it's been a hassle. Do you continue?
Yes, I'll continue.
Go ahead and give me another sleight of hand at disadvantage. You see Phineas go about 25 feet. Phineas, you see about 15 feet ahead of you left. Your hands are drier now from all the climbing. You don't have the disadvantage, but if you fall, it's going to suck. You continue. It's like everyone watching a in-person, out-of-person 2D panel Mario Party solo run, and he's doing okay so far. Phineas, please, one more roll as you are now on the cusp. You just need to get up that 7 feet to grab and jump on top. With it, you're golden. There it is.
Ooh.
No.
You reach up with the sole purpose of knowing that you made it, but yet your body decided otherwise. As you grab the softest part of the soil, and it fleets away as your hand goes right through it, and you tumble. Please roll me 5d6 as your entire party watches you do a backflip into the water. It's a great start, but you don't need your mod. So yeah, if you click it and then you just change it to 5, it'll roll all 5 of them.
So the first one.
You can ignore the first roll if you want. Yeah, or that works too. Okay, 2 plus 14, so 16 points of damage. Thing
The entire party watches as the soloist free solos into a backflop.
Oof.
Not a
Phineas.
breakfast in the punch.
What's going on?
Water for a good minute.
We climbing
Phineas
stuff?
is now laying in the water, floating like the Olympic give-uppers that just sit there knowing that they have nothing else when they get out of the pool. Beyond that, the rest of you do what after that loud splash of interruption? The other two look very ill-impressed.
Sigurd's probably gonna walk over and heal him.
Okay. Do you go into the water or do you wait for it to see if he comes to you?
Now I'll wait for him to kind of slowly float on over.
Reno
Phineas,
is definitely laughing on the floor.
Phineas, do you bring yourself over or do you stay on that side?
It'll take about 5 minutes, but I'll eventually.
Slowly and surely, they head. Meanwhile, Amergo goes,
Party. It would seem as if our boys had a little bit of trouble up ahead, but I imagine your lot have an understanding of such, and hence why such foolishry of climbing a very difficult scaling slate hillside made no sense and failed, as we assumed it would prior to his attempt. What is the plan?
After he says that, with no hesitation, I get out of the bag and just climb the wall.
that wall specifically or the other wall next to the individuals?
That wall specifically.
You have to cross some water. Do you want to try to do a ridiculously long jump or do you want to try to just swim across and climb it?
How long is the jump?
About 10 feet.
I'll attempt the jump.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics. Let me check your character sheet. Athletics. As you see,
25.
Rascal jump out of the bag. You're 15 of the 40 feet total necessary, with 35 feet to go, or 25 feet to go. Do you scale the rest, or do you just
Yep.
sit there?
I'll scale the
As you
rest.
go
I
to
got
scale the rest,
20,
give me
20
a
movement of
smooth
climbing.
light a hand.
20.
Slate breaks from almost everywhere you grab, but you're quick enough and instinctually to go to the next one, leaving almost no follow trail behind you. But you do get to just the cusp. All you have to do is pull yourself up, and you saw Phineas hit a soft spot. You don't want to make the same mistake. Give me a survival check.
Come on. 17.
You reach forward. It's soft, but you feel the roots hold, and you're lighter than Phineas's. And you go for it. You find yourself on the other side. You can confirm that it's very unlikely any of them will be able to achieve such goals without the ease of claws and or climbing skip abilities. But otherwise, you understand why Phineas fell.
I'll turn around and point at the guy, like, haha, you're wrong. Somebody can do it.
Not wanting to get showed up, Phineas will come.
You attempt again, Phineas? He jumps back in the water. Sorry, I moved Phineas on accident.
Not healing you twice.
You swim across. Phineas, I do have to impose upon you an exhaustion point because you already fell, ate shit, and now you're forcing yourself within minutes of no rest and recovery to go back in. As you reach the wall of slate, you realize that it is in worse condition than it was originally, 15 feet above and forward, because Rascal has touched it. But you continue. Can you begin with a sleight of hand?
No problem. With disadvantage?
It is smart to do so. No, just a flat one right now. Sorry.
So I'll take the 15. At the 15, you roll a 17. You manage to get up to the 15-foot safe line. With that, there's only 25 feet left to go, but it is a goddamn sinkhole all the way up. The original path that you took last time is no longer available because Rascal destroyed it with his misjudgment of Slate, but quick reflexes. How do you choose to approach? Your creative thinking will decide on your skill check.
Ooh, you know what? Turns out I do have climbing equipment. I found out how to open my actual backpack. I got a pecan and a hammer.
You begin hoisting yourself forward. Slow and steady wins this race. As you do, go ahead and give me a perception check. 10 feet away from the top. You realize the exact place in which you gotta throw those pittance to get to the top, and you do ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Poof. You and Rascal stand at the top. Knowing that it was already difficult for you the first time, painful, and then you did it the second time just because you saw another do it. Had that not happened, you may have never found the will inside. These men beyond you at the base of the level with the Murgo do not have that will inside. At least not to your general understanding at this time.
I have a 50-foot rope. I will let it down.
You drop a
This is
50-foot
not
rope.
the same. This is not
Can
the
the
same
two
rope.
smallest teammates hold this rope for the largest teammates of the party?
I'm actually 7 feet tall, but I am only.
Just
There,
kidding.
I
The
actually am.
smallest and semi-capable teammates capable of holding a rope for two. I mean, you guys can try if they're willing to. It's up to them, though.
Wait, are we going up the side of the cliff instead of talking to two people right now?
Yeah, I was actually trying to lean over to Reno and ask if he knew why they were climbing the wall.
I just kind of just giggle over a point and like laugh at them, like a
You know, that's a good question. What are
like
the
it's
guys
just
doing?
entertainment or something.
So
Like
Was
the whole
that-
reason.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, the whole reason I wanted to climb this wall is because of those people. So what are they doing at the moment?
Watching you guys now. You two are up there, and the rest aren't, and they're still wondering because no one's spoken to them.
All right,
You just
I'll
climbed up
cast
there to
a
climb because they were up there. I love it.
I'll cast a message over to Rascal and I'll just be like, "What are you doing? And what's over there?" And I think you only have, I think 20 words to respond with. If I'm not
25.
mistaken. 25?
25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to put it there.
How do you respond, Rascal?
I know. I'm trying to think of a way to respond in 20 words. Everyone talk amongst each other while I think, because I'm not a fast
No
thinker.
worries.
Big G,
I'm just
Cigar,
holding my hand up. Go ahead.
is there anything you two do or discuss? Remember, Murgo is there. He's asking you guys what to do, but no one suggested anything to him other than two wildcats jumping up a hill, and this dude is a big boy.
Yeah, I would say that while they're climbing, Big G will walk, or he will point at the two guys, and then he will shout out, "So what's your business?"
Oh, you mean them? Yeah, well, listen to them. Amargo realized you were not referring to him as the other two look across, and you first see the tiger-like individual of humanoid stance with the leaf-like armor. We watch the valley.
Wait, what did he say his name? Or
He said we watched the valley.
oh, okay, sorry.
What you watching for, buddy?
Well, the bisons.
He says bisons, but you get the sense that bisons don't leave bones behind, nor blood trails.
What would I see on the other side of this hill since we're at the top or cliff? I guess.
You would see them, a massive tree next to them. Where you're
I mean,
standing, there's
I
still a
guess
tree.
behind me.
Yeah, even
Right.
behind you, there's a massive rock behind you. Technically, like the way where you jumped corners with Phineas, it's literally going in the same direction you came from, but on the other side of the chasm higher up, where a river was kind of rifting through, it looks like. Going south of your location would lead you looking like descending, but you're not 100% certain from where you stand. But for you and Phineas, it looks if you went all the way to where you could see, it would descend. Otherwise, across the way, they are in equal height. You do see a cave open to the left of them. I will give you that.
We'll immediately head for the cave, abandon the rope, and head for the cave.
The cave is on their side.
On their side, huh?
Oh, yeah. If you
Does
look at the ping right here.
Is there any?
You mean, do you guys have a cave? No, you do not have a cave on your side.
No, I mean, is there an easy way to get there?
Oh, well, you're a tinker, so a jet booster that shoots you 85 feet over a leap or a gap would work, or flying. At this moment, I mean, you can venture the rest of the map to figure it out, but from what you could see at this point, would be jumping across a massive gap or climbing up their wall, scaling their side. But you scaled the wrong side. So in this case, it always comes up to my favorite part in the Mummy. You're on the wrong side of the river. But I have all the horses. And it just ends that way. So you're on the wrong side.
Here, Rascal, hold the rope for me, and I'll begin to climb down.
You
God,
rejoin
I'm at
the ping
21 letters. Fuck.
in which
Wait, got it. We're
Phineas
good.
back flops into the water, taking damage, then comes back, climbs it, and then climbs down it. What else do you choose to do, Phineas?
I give the rope to I give the rope to Rascal and climb down. Then I would like to head to the other side where I saw the cave.
You make it about, we'll say, halfway because of the amount of actions in which you need to take to get there. But the rest of the party looks at you like I would be surprised if they weren't shocked in your actions. Meanwhile, what do you respond to, Rascal?
It's gonna sound like I'm speaking stupid the way I had to put it. So I'd say, saw someone else attempt it and wanted to prove Patty wrong. I only see nature and cave to your left.
I'll send a message back. Sounds good. Are you gonna come back? Or are you gonna explore?
I'll explore a bit.
Okay,
No,
watch out for
and
bisons.
try
Just
my
tell them to watch
best.
out for bisons. Yeah.
I'll go
Sigurd,
ahead and stay on the ridge line so I can see them, but I'll keep like.
So you go south?
I'll
Or
throw. Yeah, I'll follow them, and then I'll also cast elevated sight, which I'll throw that up 120 feet above me. It's an invisible sensor, and while walking, following them, I'll occasionally cut in and out of it to see a view from above what I can find.
Okay, so I will put a light. Oops, what's like?
Is it still nighttime, by the way?
About this travel, no. It's probably breaking daylight.
Okay.
But to reflect that, to assist you further, let me something like
So elevated
that. That
sight.
light
Ooh.
is his elevated sight at this time, where he can
Okay.
absolutely see a full 360 of that zone. I have it up. You can cast your eye skyward, granting you sight for a higher vantage point. You project your vision to see through an invisible sensor, which appears in a spot up to 120 feet above you. You can see through the sensor as if you were flying, granted a full 360 view. With that, it does follow you. Now, keep in mind, in the sense of its relation, I'm putting it in the center of the map instead to keep it easier for the rest of the party to understand where you'd be seen from. With that information, I move you 30 feet south. The team has not yet moved forward, but that would put you at the closest point in which you can actually assist them if they were to move forward in any aspect.
Okay. I'll go ahead and sit down and just start looking through the sight, waiting to see them move.
As you stare through the sight, you see the rest of the team decide what before
All right.
Phineas continues next mischievous demeanor.
I'd like to see if they look friendly or not.
They did not look like they were evil. They looked as if they were just waiting for confrontation of communication. They are
Okay, then I'll
watching
cast.
you guys in a very judgingly state. To be fair, they've seen some shit just amongst the brief time of your presence.
Okay. Oh well, based on what they said, I'll just trudge on forward and skip forward, and I'll just be like, "What are bisons? What kind of bisons are we watching up for, sirs?" And
Bisons are not goals in which you buffalo herders think of. Bisons are things that come after being bit by the Sions.
Hey, what's in that cave?
You hear the one individual in which has not spoken yet, completely covered in armor from head to toe. Sanctuary.
May I see Sanctuary?
If you can get past the bisons that stand ahead of you,
how many
Well,
are
that's
there?
plentiful to gnaw at your ankles. But if
well.
you
Make
successfully were to remove their presence from this bison valley, you would be able to deem it safe for travel.
Is there a reward if we do?
The tiger responds.
You all want a reward, but my reward is not killing you now and letting the bisons drag your body into their feasting lair.
How well worn does their armor look now that we're closer? Can you tell?
Oh, these two dudes look like they are very well off. They have traveled, they have seen, and they are aware. Rascal, give me a perception check in the background.
Okay.
Do any of you guys
Well,
respond? Go ahead.
if you don't mind, I'm just gonna walk on through.
A 5.
Yeah, you are distracted with your teammates and their conversation. As
Okay.
Baras goes, you are allowed to travel wherever you please. But if you approach us, we must defend our safety and our sanctuary, unless you can truly defuse the bison's threat.
Well, I'm going in that cave one way or another.
So do you try to scale this mountain, Phineas?
Yes, I do.
Okay, it is another 40 feet. And did you assumably take your pittance, etc., or whatever it is you needed out of the wall of the other place?
Yes, I would have taken that.
So let's give me a survival check to see how many
Right.
you would have not lost in your traverse between jumping back in the water, traveling, etc., being wet, patting yourself down, your body not being dry, and just a real bunch of uncomfortableness, and maybe not understanding exactly what you did or didn't leave behind.
I have exhaustion.
Sorry, say that again.
You said I have 1 point of exhaustion, correct?
Correct.
While he's doing that, I had a question. Would I still be able to hear while looking through it, or would I also become deaf?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because it just says I'm blinded. It doesn't say anything about hearing.
Nope, it just says blinded. Then you just blinded. You just can't see anything. Otherwise, you fail in here. But from your perspective, so though you're looking through the sensor, you hear an echo from the range in which your ears would hear it. Phineas, as you look around, you realize that you have half the supplies you need to make it successfully, but you could pull it off.
I will scale this cliff.
Big G is gonna look at Phineas and ask, do you need to be tossed up instead?
You know, yes, do it. Throw me up there.
He's gonna throw Phineas up the.
Got it. Go ahead and give me a strength check with advantage.
Just strength.
Correct. This is the time for warmth, guys. Phineas, though successfully now airborne, do you have a way of landing?
No, I do not. I just hope to
Within
try to.
6 seconds, how do you plan to land?
I will try to at least avoid the two people and just like roll and tumble like an acrobat.
Got it. You try to acrobatically toss yourself to the side. Go ahead and give me a check.
At disadvantage, of course, because of exhaustion. That's terrible.
You slide about 20 feet beyond. And you take an additional 13 points of bludgeoning as you tumble onto the surface and see the cave, 2 individuals, a massive log just ahead of you, blocking what looks to be a ascending reach.
I'll run for the cave.
You run to the cave. Phineas is never to be seen again. The rest of the party.
While Phineas is doing that, can I give guidance to Big G and Reno?
Sure. Well, you can only give it a 1 at a time because it's a sensitive situation.
I'm gonna give it to
Big
Reno.
G. Oh, damn it.
You got it.
All right. Thanks.
I gave Big G the other
La.
buff. I feel bad just giving all one person.
I mean, you're also only can concentrate on one spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would actually drop. If you did guidance, you would lose your buff to Big G.
Oh, I didn't read that it had concentration. Okay, I'll keep the enhance ability. Never mind. Sorry.
Understood.
No worries. I'm lost. I need guidance.
I just lost space on my paper. No worries.
Oh no.
Sigurd is becoming your guidance counselor.
Let's see. So, Phineas, before you actually get into the cave, you run forward and you hear the non-tiger humanoid that's completely covered in garments, we'll say. Are you sure you wish to dive alone?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Very well. You see a rock move aside as you fly in. And then close behind you. You immediately hear inside. These are the caves of Echo.
Oh. I thought you were going to say Agrabah.
Meanwhile,
Do we
the
hear
rest
any of this?
the team. Nope, not at all. So, what do you guys do outside? Well, you hear the rock move and then Phineas disappear, but that's it.
I'll ask Sigurd and Big G and Ed. Oh man, what is his name? Oh my gosh. And Amerigo, if hey, so we should go take care of the bisons? Sure.
Did we just lose 2 team members?
I'll tell Rascal that we're gonna fight some bisons, and maybe he can have a better vantage point.
Yeah, I guess we could do it.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And I'll send a message to Rascal saying, "Hey, we're gonna continue down more south. Fight bison. Support from over there."
Hopefully just 4 of us can do this.
You want me to support from a long distance? You know I'm a
Do
close
you have?
fighter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I do have a
You
bow
don't
and
have any.
stuff, but he is a very up close fighter personally. But he does have a
Okay.
bow and arrow,
I'll just say up
so
to
he
you.
can shoot.
Yeah, you can still do sneak attack but by shooting.
Yeah, I'll attempt it. So, all right, I'll just send a message back saying all right, and then I'll
Okay.
come out of my
Sensor. Okay.
yeah, but I'll keep concentrating on it just so
So
it's
your
there.
guys' focus of threat is what exactly?
The bisons. That's
Okay.
where I'm going.
Okay. I just wanted to understand. Do you understand?
I'll just kind of wave to the tiger folk and I'll be like, "We'll be back. We're gonna
Later.
go kill the bisons."
Locker.
Before we
And
go,
I'll actually go ahead.
Big G.
Oh, sorry. Big G's gonna ask the 2 people, and he's gonna said, "Well, my name is Big G. What's yours?"
Tigers and lilies, says the tiger. And then the other says, I am Asbarajos.
Asparaj?
I typed it.
Thank you.
Would be correct.
And
Oh,
he's
is that
gonna
what he looks like?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just with a mask.
Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. Sorry. Go for it.
Oh,
Big
sorry.
G.
He's gonna say, "Will you guys help us?"
We will watch and decide on capabilities.
Okay, we're pretty capable though.
Amerigo, are you gonna help us? They killed your men.
Oh, I don't have any loyalty to my man, but I do to Survivor. So, of course, I'm just not going in first.
That's smart. And I'll just kind of run back and jump on his shoulder.
Right. As he just assures. So, with such, you guys are leading as Sigurd, and then Big G, where are you?
I'll probably be leaving. I'll probably be leading though.
Got it.
I'll probably be up front with Big G.
You got it. Big G and Sigurd approach. As you both do, both of you giving a perception check at an advantage. As immediately both of your nostrils flare with an interesting scent.
Nice. Avoided that one.
Inside an underpass, you smell beast nose. All of those appearing, you imagine, are inside some kind of hidey hole amongst the walls. These are the ones in which you can smell immediately. Individually, they are absolutely no threats. But as a pack, get guarantee hits and damage and make things hairy if unkept. You immediately know that they are watching, waiting. till they believe they have the advantage. You sense 5 of them at this time, and even that is not enough for them to come out. So how many truly lie?
I don't think these are bison.
I don't think so.
You hear low murmuring. Going like murmuring, trilling growls from the distance ahead. Do you continue walking or do you stop to warn your party?
Re- Do I hear this at all?
You are back. Only the 2 leads experience this at this moment.
Okay. Is Amerigo following them at a distance, or are we just
Yeah, at a
heading back?
distance in which you guys are
Okay.
currently at a distance. The safe
Okay.
The safe
Uh,
distance I've chosen is about 50 feet, and I'm being lenient today because I'm 45 feet to them.
I'll cast message and be like, "Let me know if you see anything
Got it. I'll keep just
or hear
looking
anything."
around.
Oh, sorry.
Listening.
I sent that to Sigurd.
Oh.
Sorry, should have specified.
So we're hearing a lot of growling up here. Maybe some animals, definitely not bison.
Okay. Can I cast minor illusion of a? Not sure how this works actually. Does this move at all, or can it move with us, or
Your
is it
minor
just
illusion, you
stationary?
recast every 6 seconds. Well, I guess as
Okay.
long as you you cast it, it lasts for a minute, and then you cast it again. Or you can recast it. You can cast up to 3 of them at any one time, basically.
Okay.
After that,
Well,
it's
basically, I
always
just want to.
the latest replaced or oldest replaced. sorry.
Okay. What I want to do is just cast like a bush in front of them that they can just like peek around, so that way they stay hidden. And then after they take a few more steps forward, I'll just recast. And in 6 seconds, I'll cast like a rock or something, so they stay I don't know, stealthy.
You cast a rock. Sorry, can you clarify what you mean by the minor illusion?
Like an illusion of a rock
Where?
that they can in front of them.
Oh, I see. I
That's-
get what you're saying.
Yeah, kind of like a Looney Tunes, or I don't actually.
I
Oh,
get you.
is this
So like, as long as they're crouching, because both of them are large characters.
yeah,
Well, not large, but tall.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys see a random magical boulder-like rock that maxes out at 5 feet every single time. Not 5.1, not 4.2, always 5 feet. And you realize that it is an ally's work behind. 3 of them appear, dotting the presence ahead of you. Do the 3 of you proceed? Do the 2 of you proceed and or what?
Do we know like the exact location of where these things are, or do we just like kind
Yeah,
of?
I brought them to your attention. You know that there's a little conclave here. There's a little 2 cave here underneath the waterfall. There's a little hidey hole here, and you sense that there's one around the corner. There's probably more, but that's immediately based off of your guys' 2 perceptions that you pick up. You don't see them, but you know that they're most likely inside said such.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. In that case, Big G is gonna look at Cigar and says, "Party time."
I'm
Oh, that's so
usually
much better.
against murdering animals, but it seems like we might have to.
Okay. He's gonna before you move, he's gonna rage and swing because he has 15 feet of reach.
Nice.
Silent rage.
He's just gonna grunt a little bit.
You got it. And doing such?
Yeah, I'm waiting for if we need like to roll initiative, or do I just?
I mean, you're going first. You're going before any sort of initiative. You're declaring it before I am attacking you. So you keep going.
Okay.
Until I
Okay.
stop
Then,
you, you roll.
perfect. Then I'll just start swinging. Do I roll with disadvantage because I cannot see them?
Correct. But you have a great idea of where they could be.
Cool. In that case, I'm gonna attack recklessly. $17.
17 absolutely makes contact.
Perfect.
You swing the greatsword, and as you do, you kind of like pick up and hit any and all solid objects along the way to where like you're golfing, and it's like. Which one would you say you were targeting directly?
The one nearest to us.
This one right here. You got it. As you chuck in about 3 solid-sized stones. You hear only a yell, a cowl, and nothing else from within.
And in which case he's gonna hold on. He's gonna move 1 over. And it's within 15 feet. So he's gonna reach towards that other guy and attack
You got
recklessly.
it. You lunge your arm as you swing around, and this one hits a bunch of water.
Oh yeah, okay. He tries best.
With that, you guys immediately go into a initiative.
Pew pew pew. Brr, 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 brr. Ooh.
Phineas,
Ouch.
you have initiative too. Every time we get to Phineas's initiative, we hear what happens in the great beyond of everywhere else.
The spelunking side quest.
Rascal, what was your initiative?
Sorry.
Why is there decimal places for the initiatives?
So the decimal places is to break tiebreakers.
Oh, very cool idea.
13.
It's actually super useful, and it comes in a shit ton handy for many, 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 many campaigns. Or even
Yeah.
sessions.
You got less than 0.1.
Hey, not all of us are great, okay? There's a thing. So, before we begin with everyone roll a perception. Yeah, even Phineas. Everyone roll a perception check.
Perception.
It's perfect that Phineas rolled low, but it's bad that his entire party rolled low behind him.
21.
Roll for me, Will. I have to
7.
reel.
No worries.
Perception.
Oof.
Oh man. Yeah, jinxed. Just kidding.
At the moment, Sigurd, it makes sense for you considering that you are a man of the land and below. The surface is trembling, and the surface only trembles when a mass amount of things are nearby, able to make the ground itself tremble.
I think I'm
With
hearing a stampede. We
that-
need to get out of here.
Reno, you sir are right. You see Big G swing wild. You have no idea what they succeed in or what they fail in, but they hit a bunch of rocks in one direction and it sounds cool, and then they splash a bunch of water in the other direction and it looks like they're having a noodle fight on the road.
I'm gonna move forward because I can't see anything yet. I don't know if Amerigo does, but anyways.
Mario goes, I'm following you.
Ooh, yay. Can I still not make out the guys in the
Your
waterfall?
teammates can't even see it.
Okay.
They're just there as a
Okay.
understanding. As you arrive,
Okay.
you notice your two teammates stand on guard at this opening. You may interact with them in a brief moment if you wish.
Where are they? To Sigurd or Big G?
We can
They're
probably
all
respond.
around.
Are they in the waterfall?
Maybe?
Maybe. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna cast. I think Thunder Wave would be able to do it in that general area.
Okay.
If that works.
Thunderwave's usually on you, no?
What was that?
Yeah,
It's on
we're
you.
using it.
So you can run up and
It's
cast Thunderwave.
It's on you, I believe.
It's on
DC
you,
14.
and it's yeah. I meant like when you cast it, it ejects from you.
Yeah, 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. That's what you meant.
Yeah. So you want to keep casting it, or you
Okay.
want to retract that?
I'll retract that. I'll just stay on top of this guy then if that wasn't possible. And I'll just cast chill touch randomly inside the
At disadvantage, you fire.
Yep. Whoa, these prompts are kind of getting in the way. What's going on here?
I call it click happy syndrome. It's always your fault.
Previous roll of chill touch is not completed.
I would
Oh.
just put resolve in the next one.
Disadvantage, you said, right?
Correct.
One.
Reroll one more for us.
That's weird. Okay, anyways.
Still hits. You cast chill touch inside, and as you do, it makes contact. You guys hear a weird screech coming from deep within.
Cool. And my turn.
You got it. As your turn ends, you immediately hear the calls of gnomes coming through the waterfall. 1, 2, 3, and to the 4, and then 2 more.
There it is.
Winging out as they surround Big G.
Mhm.
And he says, "Hello, Franz." And with your cute, finely, kindly niceness, and you are considered surrounded by 5 or more entities, you take an immediate surrounding claw damage of 46 times plus 8. Really low roll. Do you have any immunities in your rage? Half?
Yes, just half.
You got it. So that would only be a total of 8 damage as they all come like a
Nice.
bunch of feral cats trying to scratch at you. As long as the concentration seems to be focused on Big G, they will auto hit. If you were to pull their attention, kill, remove, etc., it will drop. The more in concentration, the bigger the threat. That is immediately no. Unfortunately, you guys rolled bad and they rolled twice in their favor. So the focus on Big G continues.
Go for it.
I mean, he's totally fine. So I think you guys will be okay. But that's nicer. I'll take 12.
Okay.
You see Big G just Big G's kind of pulling them, yanking them around, but even so, with every hold, he gets scratched. With every grab, he gets bit. With every shove, he gets kicked. It's just nonstop as you see Big G completely surrounded by these things. Rascal, where you stand, can you give me a survival check?
We sure can do. 24. Oh, survival check, not roll. My bad. No, yeah, 24.
Yusa. It's like. Yusa noticed that from above you, north, along the routes, directly where you stand, coming down toward you is a rain of torment of large beasts. The bison might be real, but the creatures in the middle might just be what exists. What do you do?
Out to everybody. From north, there's more creatures coming. Seem large, not just because of my size, bigger than medium. So either prepare to fight more things, or let's hurry up and run and get the fuck out of here.
Rascal, do you do anything else with your turn? Say it again, sorry.
I said I'm going to run south, assuming that's where we're all going to run. So I'm going to run a full 40 feet.
You got it. You're 40 feet south. You keep along with your allies. As you come around, you realize that it goes down to where they are. It would take you a couple 100 feet to still make it to them without jumping off the ledge, but it does lead in a similar direction. They would meet you at some point.
Okay. I'm just going to wait on the edge. And if they do continue running south, I'll prepare to. Is it steep enough for me to slide down? Would that be faster than running down it, or
You mean the path to them directly, or the path to where in which you're trying to go ahead of?
the path to them directly?
Sliding down is still at a risk, but it could be safe. It would be for sure faster.
Okay, I'll risk it and prepare to do that, just in case if they do want to run south.
You got it. Okay. With that, up ahead, north of you, coming down, in which Rascal is, you see a massive herd of, to some of you, Arocus, which are not bison at the end of the day, as they come running through the valley, imaginingly so, to you guys. As they run through Rascal, you were the first to come in contact with him, as they butter you.
No.
Give me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage as the entire herd just collapses on you.
Jeez.
16.
Not your day, as immediately, one sec.
Just give you like 12 dice, just like pop up right now.
Jesus Christ.
Whew.
You immediately take 34
Oh my
points
gosh.
of goring damage from the handful of the first wave as they just like Lion King and the Simba. You watch
Jesus Christ.
everyone watches from below instead of above. A massive just dust cloud fly into the air. Rascal, were you concentrating on any spell that you had casted at any time? Oh, the sensor, right? It's still up.
Yeah, just the sensor, yeah.
Give me a con save.
Nope, I can't save. At disadvantage or just regular?
It would be a disadvantage most likely because you're getting just trampled right now.
Fuck, an 8.
Yeah, you drop it.
You no longer are concentrating. As you are in the middle of this trample, you get knocked further in, away from where you were hoping to slide down and get pushed out to your allies. Instead, you get brought further into the trample. Starting on your turn, you have to make a save, and on the start of their turn, if you're still there, you'll have to make a save. As the herd continues, they are still in the midst of you. Phineas, within your safe cavern, you see a glow ahead of you. It almost beckons you, but as you get closer, you see that it's almost multi-glowing in nature. Multiple colors call your name. How do you approach the darkness?
I will look for any hidden.
You mean investigation check? Nice. You look around and you immediately see 3 tunnels that nicely and calmly descend, not like a chutes and ladder, but like a soft step for the smaller folk. Now, you're very tall, which makes them very useless to you, but you'd imagine that those who live below here have to be easily gnome and or similar in height.
I
Any-
will
Go ahead.
follow that glowing blue light, but very careful.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Well, that would have been great if I wasn't at this event.
You immediately hear large movements as you walk up about 50 or so feet, and you see a huge drop beneath you, probably 400 to 500 or so. And below you, massive glowing crystals, but they're moving subtly, but ever so, on the back of large, like crustaceans that seem to be focusing on the most magical minerals in the room. One of the eyes look up toward you and you sense this. You feel almost as if there's like a value pool, like a credit check on your gear on whether or not they give a fuck to travel up to you to take it. What do you do, Phineas? Do you continue forward, knowing that they would most likely confront you?
I will stay very still.
You stay very still and give me a survival check, and let's hope that what you read in your survival guide of the underground says that they act just like Tyrannosaurus Rex. They don't. They don't work like that at all, but you stay still anyways because that was your personal decision. So you stay still hoping that this works. Meanwhile, the rest of the party beyond you fighting for their lives, Big G.
2 attacks. I'm gonna attack the one in front of me first. And I'm gonna do it recklessly.
You swing. You hit all 6 of them. Go ahead.
I do? Okay.
You immediately witness as these poor creatures just watch as they all just burst in blood around Big G. These are just simple folk, little species that gang up on smaller creatures to get a good bite or beat up a big one to last a couple months. These poor creatures. Meanwhile, Big G, you murder them. All 6 of them. You stand around and you look up and you see nothing but a dust cloud of trampling coming your guys' way. What do you do?
So just to understand this more clearly, Sam, so they are running down and then they will come around from the south side of us.
The way this valley works, to be fair, is it goes this way. You should see a little arrow.
Yes, I
Which is
understand. Okay. And okay.
And Rascal got pushed further in. You saw him, and then you didn't.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah. Big G's gonna look at Cigar and says, upward, up or down.
What does an up or down refer to right now?
Just up or down.
Down?
Okay. He is gonna grab Cigar and throw him on top of, so to his left.
I was gonna say to the bisons.
No.
Yeah, I get you. You toss him to the safe
No.
rock. All right, go ahead and give me a strength check, or athletics if you wish, at advantage. Sigard, go ahead and give me an advantage in a dexterity saving throw as you go to land, because you were told where you're going, but it's not like you've been tossed very often.
Okay.
Big G just launches your ass. And you come prepared. Ish. You do take 2d6. 3d6 because I added 1. 9. Stay. But you land.
Big G
You're higher up?
is, yeah. Big
Go ahead.
G's gonna walk his way over to like behind this big boulder.
Gotcha. You prepare yourself to be repositioned. Understood. Reno, you see Big G do this. You can question it beyond the fact that you see a massive horde coming down, but you do get the sense of what BG is doing. Murgo's like, it's a good day to try to catch one of these. One of you should try to knock an Arcos on its feet, and we'll be able to feast for days. Anything else, Big G?
That's it. That's all my movement action.
Sigurd, you are now up top. You are now privileged in which where the lion and Omais are present. Here in which where you stand, you see a huge death pile in which you imagine anything the bison run over, most likely their own kind of the creatures that you've been slaughtering. Then those who stayed inside come out and eat those who were outside.
Brutal.
In which you've already supplied 8 with your own party, not the bison. So you probably imbalance the entire ecosystem.
So,
Congratulations.
what are these animals called that we killed?
They are considered beast gnolls. Gnolls in which are not considered humanoid in any lick or sense of intelligence.
So
Natural
are-
gnolls of the environment.
Are they considered a food source?
For themselves, naturally.
Okay. I don't really know what I'm gonna do now that we're that we kind of killed most of them.
I mean, I think meta. You heard that the lion wanted us to deal with the bison, so we could either try to capture one, which is why I want you to be on top, and because up or down means that he's gonna throw you uphill or down to the rock, which is like, yeah. And so Big G's gonna try to because you've been fighting with Big G for a while, so you know that he's trying to like trample, or he's gonna try to stop one of the bison so that it can probably cause like a dominant effect from the one behind, so he can deal with more at the same time.
Okay, so we're aiming to take out a bison.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm lower than here, right? Where
No,
I
you're
am?
higher.
Okay,
You're
I'm
higher up.
higher. Am I
Yeah.
on
You're
am I
messing about.
about the same height as this
Equal height.
bison?
Yeah, about equal height.
Okay. I'm going to, I don't know, try and get its attention by hitting it with shatter.
Cast shatter, then go for it. Soup. The both of them make a check. Flat 20 and a 12. The 12 fails. The flat 20 passes. The one in the lead passes. This one fails. Go ahead and give me the damage. As you randomly choose to cast a very loud, massively noisy, erupting spell. And then you hear the Oroks. The one that got hit with it directly is going to tip and fall down into the valley ahead of the team and take a massive whomping of very, very heavy fat damage. And fat damage kills it.
Oh no.
Breaks a leg and just dies.
All right, I got your dinner.
Yeah.
Do you do anything else with your turn? that actually worked. I didn't think it was gonna work, but then it worked.
No, I guess not. I'm just gonna call it there.
All right. Just imagine 78 off their own body mass of falling. Whoosh. Reno Sar. What do you do? They're coming.
Taking a look at what he just did. 10 feet. One died. I'm a little worried because you said first wave.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I want to go somewhere, and then I also want to cast Thunderwave somewhere to hit multiple of them, if possible.
Now remember, you physically have to be present for the thunder wave to go off of your
Yep.
location.
Yeah. And I wouldn't really be able to cast it. Here's too high up, and then I wouldn't be able to cast it downwards, correct? To hit them?
It would directly come off of your person.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do something else instead. I'm just gonna be like, pat Amerigo on top of the head and be like, okay, I'm gonna go over there. Do you have a plan for this? Are you gonna be okay?
I'm gonna follow you. I'm not gonna let those things go on me like you're a small rip. I don't know what they are.
As he refers to the now missing rascal.
Okay. Well, I guess if he has a plan, I'll just stay on top of him, and he'll be like my cart.
You got it.
I will say though, cautiously, I will prepare as a bonus action to use Misty Step to get out from him if he seems like he's going to die. But I will also hold. Actually, can I see Rascal from where I am?
No.
No. Okay.
You can't even see himself.
help
It's
him
like
yet
he's in
either.
a sea, literally like an ocean wave smacking the shit out of him, but of Arcos, aka Bisons.
Yeah, I can't really protect him at all or anything.
His life might depend on his next saving throw.
Ooh. Is he already incapacitated? Oh.
No.
No, he's
But
not. He's still
it
up.
could go south real quick.
Yeah. 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 I don't know how to hunt that.
Wait, I've been waiting for my
Yeah,
chances
your
to roll
turn's not up
stuff.
yet. Yeah, it's not your turn yet. We're
Oh,
figuring.
okay.
All right.
He's just asking about you, and I'm just telling him. It's the
Gotcha.
way.
Trying to
the
get
cookie
you out of your
crumbles.
situation if I can. I'm gonna hold Thunderwave if the herd comes close to us. I'll use that.
Okay. So no Misty Step Thunderwave.
Oh yeah, you can only hold one action. You know, I'll trust Amerigo. Why not? Just Thunderwave.
You got it. With that, you hear the beast gnolls in which died in front of you, dead, and those behind kind of whimper out. They all seem to be prepping for something, but as you do hear it, you notice that there are many, many, many more of them. As you listen to their voices echo throughout the small little valley that is present. Meanwhile, they're going to hold their actions for any surprises in which they choose. Rascal, give me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage as you are now at the bottom of these who's just getting tossed and trampled around.
God.
Come on, Rascal.
8 is my lowest.
Man, it does not let up against you as you just feel a bashing against your head. You take an additional
Oh jeez.
50 points. Wow, I rolled high. 50 points of bludgeoning damage as you get
I am
knocked.
unconscious.
Well, the
At
good news
least you're
is
not dead.
that it has surpassed you. So you are no longer in the immediate line of trampling threat of these beasts as they run ahead into the circuit that has been presented for them. You
I am
are
unconscious, though.
unconscious, MIA, unknown to the rest of the
Can
party.
I see that from where I am?
Oh, actually, perception check. There's a lot of dust, but I'll give you a check. He's technically out of your sight, but I won't say that you can't see a body line limp. You don't see it. With that, it is my turn. They already moved. And Phineas, you, sir, in this deep, dark dwelling cave as a 7-foot individual, knowing that only the magic ahead of you might be dangerous, what do you do?
Gonna try to slowly back away from whatever is like eyeing me up. Hopefully, I'm not very appealing to it.
As you back away, you notice that its immediate tension continues to be distracted by what it was prior.
Uh-huh. I'm going to, if I'm able to, let's see what that was. I'm going to try to I'm in a cave, so I'm assuming there's plenty of rocks around me, correct?
Tons.
I'm going to try to pick up a small pebble and imbue it with just a braying sound, like a goat braying, and just toss it the opposite direction and just try to escape
Okay, sure.
from the
Give me a sleight of hand.
at disadvantage.
Whew. You go to chuck it and you somehow feel a kink in your knee. You lean forward and you drop the rock less than 5 feet from you. All of a sudden, there's a ting, 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 ting. Where you thought there was only one, now there are 3 giving attention to you.
Yeah, double dash. I'm gonna get out of there if I can. I'm around.
You
give me a survival check as you attempt to scramble backwards and hopefully come back in which the way you came, even though you literally witnessed a word being spoken to open and close the door upon you. God, you are praying up and down that you can open this goddamn door because you remember exactly that. Sigurd. Or sorry, Big G. I apologize.
Oh, it's okay. We look very similar. Hmm. How likely can I jump up this thing? This
Sorry, how likely who?
can I jump up?
Oh, you. Oh, I mean, you can probably hoist yourself comfortably in a very, full turn up to the top.
Okay. I'm gonna try to. Really. Oh no. Yeah, I would climb up.
Okay, you climb up. Sigurd, you see Big G arrive. And from that point of view, here's what I'll do. I'll open up the map. The wall still exists, but the view is no longer breaking. Yeah, you guys see the entire herd rolling through, ready to rock.
Okay, and that will take my action and movements to get up to the
That will
rock.
take your movement and your actions because you got there safely and without effort.
Cool. Can I nick myself on the tip of the spear or on the edge of my sword to keep my rage going?
Sure, yeah. We'll say that you got hit by a twig when you finally got up there.
Ah, shit. Just paper cuts.
Yeah. Easy peasy. You're still angry. You get up there and you look and you're looking on your body for any red and you find it.
Nice.
And you get mad because you see it. There you go. You look at Sigurd.
What is the big guy's name again? The captain?
I'm gonna just speak to all myself if y'all can't remember who important I am.
Amerigo.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Even the daft one understands who what a name is to people's.
I'm gonna yell down at Reno and Amerigo that you guys gotta move right now. They're coming right towards you.
I told this one, and he said he was gonna stand with me, but I told him that I was going where he was going, and instead he chose not to go nowhere.
Oh god, I didn't
And
realize that's what you.
I know.
Oh, God, I didn't realize
With
that's
that,
what you meant.
we will end
I
it
didn't
there.
think you'd be able to follow me.
We will.
Are you saying if I missed a step, you would have been able to follow?
Nope. You are where you are.
Oh my gosh.
We
I
will
took it
start
the
next
opposite
session
way.
here, and we will see what happens. So far, the stampede horde of Bison Valley has taken one potential individual to unconscious state. Will it take any others as they stand before, thinking they can face it just like his counterpart did? Or will they move in time with the rest of their allies? Meanwhile, deep in the cave of wonderment, will we know whether or not them in which who wanted to delve deep beyond survives the interesting crustaceans that lie below and curiosity of even him themselves? Or will a secret word be spoken to open the massive boulder in which concealed them in the first place, to let them come out to the potential existence of their allies being squished into perfect tenderized meat for cooking? We will find out next week. And I hope you guys had a good one.
Ooh,
There were
Thank you.
bison,
thanks
just
so
not
much.
bison. So you learned your lesson. Everything else is just a distraction.